What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I get a ton of questions about my morning grooming routine, how I style my hair, how I do my beard every single day, and I thought I'd just take you guys through really quick so you could see what I do and maybe incorporate some of it into your styling routine. I'm not gonna drag this out, let's get into it. So after I shower, I'm all clean and ready to go, I move on to my beard. And I only use two tools for this. The Beard Hedger Pro from MANSCAPED and the new Handyman from MANSCAPED. Beard Hedger Pro is probably one of my favorite tools just because it has this little dial on it, so you don't have to keep changing out guards every time you want to change the length of the beard. Simply twist and you've got a different size for whatever your needs are. Recently, I've found that a lot of stragglers are kind of sticking off, and I want to change up the style a little bit, so we're gonna do that today. Then I go in and I clean everything up with the Handyman. This is the newest edition from MANSCAPED, and it's honestly a game changer. You know, you go in with the longer side, clip up any of those extra long hairs that might have been left behind from the beard hedger, and then you go in with the foil razor and you get that nice clean shave. But if you guys are looking for some awesome tools after this video, go over, check out MANSCAPED, use my code SSTYLE, save yourself 20% off plus free shipping. I always start with the longest part because you can always take off more, you can never go back and add hair. Let's start with a 5, get everything down, and then we'll move into a 4, 3, 2, and we'll just see how short we get. All right, so that is the initial pass. This is cut down to a 5. I haven't gone over my mustache yet just because I like to keep my mustache a little bit longer, a little bit more prominent. I'll probably go in and get that with a 6 right now just to keep it a little bit longer than everything else and have it a little bit more defined. So now that the mustache is taken down and everything looks how I want it to, now I'm gonna start fading it up. So as we mentioned before, it was a 5 on the sides and a 5 on the chin. I'm now gonna go into a 4, then a 3, and then probably a 2 at the top just to blend it. But what you really have to remember is I want it longer down here and then get shorter as we go up. That's gonna give it that nice faded line. All right, so that's with the 4. Now we're gonna go with the 3. A little bit higher up. And we're gonna finish with the 2. As you can see, now we're all faded up. I do have a darker patch right here. That's not hair, that's actually a birthmark. And so it makes everything look a lot darker right there, but there's really nothing I can do to blend it. So in case you're wondering, that's what that guy is. All right, now we're gonna take the guard clip off and we're gonna make some lines, clean up the mustache a little bit, and then we're gonna go in with the Handyman. So I'm not really a fan of how the mustache is kind of hanging off on either side. I don't really want that horseshoe kind of look. So we'll probably blend that in afterwards, but for right now, we're gonna line everything else up. So we're gonna start with the neckline. Underneath, you're going to have your Adam's apple. Rule of thumb, I'm sure all of you have heard this, is 1 finger above your Adam's apple, that's where you want your line to be. And you want to draw it straight across. Don't be one of these guys who's trying to make an arc. You just need to go straight across. And as you come across, it's gonna give you that well-defined jawline. So now that we knocked down a ton of that hair and we made our initial line, we're gonna go up to the cheeks, do the same thing, and then we're gonna finish it off with the Handyman. One trick I learned from Alpha M is if you wanna get your line perfect, is start at the top of your ear and draw a line to the side of your mouth. That's gonna be the natural line that you want your beard to grow. So, you know, take a piece of paper. I have just a comb right now. It's a little bit curved, so I just have to keep that in mind. But going to the top of the ear all the way down to my lip, that is going to be my line right here. So now that I have that drawn, I'm just gonna start right there and go for it. Not much to see because I do this trim every single day, but it definitely does give you a nice line. I'm gonna go in with the Handyman and make everything nice and smooth. Now that the Handyman has taken off all that extra hair, we are ready to move on to the cheeks. One thing that's hard with a tool like this is you can't really see your line, so you just have to be very careful. Start higher and work your way down. That way you don't take it too far down or mess up and have like a weird nick or a weird off line. So now we're pretty much all lined up and almost ready to go. What I like to do every single day is I do have some ear hair, and the Handyman does have this longer clipper on it, so I just go over really quick just to make sure there's none of that kind of like sticking out. It's just the white peach fuzz stuff, but I don't really like that look, so we're gonna go ahead and take care of that really quick. And like I said before, I'm not really a fan of how the mustache is kind of sticking out a little bit too much, so we're gonna blend it really quick. So now the shaving is done and everything's lined up, we're gonna go in with some moisturizer just to make sure everything's nice and smooth. Personally, I use a lot of different moisturizers, but I like to use cocoa butter in my beard. I don't know why, it just gives that a nice smooth effect, and also I love the smell of it. Don't look past the fact that you have to moisturize your beard after you do it, because you don't want any of that dandruff and stuff to be falling off throughout the day. If you're wearing a black t-shirt, it just doesn't look good. Like I said and just showed you, I only use these two tools. If you're looking for either one of these, head over to Manscaped, use my code SSTYLE, save yourself 20% off, plus free shipping. Now we're gonna move on to the hair and show you how we do that. All right, so moving on to the hair. The reason that I always start with my beard is because I like to let my hair kind of dry out after the shower. I want to just damp when I'm getting into it. I always go in and I start with a sea salt spray. I've been using this one from Uppercut Deluxe and I really like it. It's nice, it's light, and it gives it a good amount of hold with a good amount of flow as well as some volume to it, which I absolutely love. So we're gonna go in really quick, just a few sprays. Then I just go in my hands and I mix it around a little bit. The cool part about sea salt spray is it's gonna give you kind of like that wavy look as it dries. So if I wanted that more wavy, kind of natural look throughout the day, if it wasn't windy or anything, I might just go out like this and be done. But I do wanna show you guys my traditional style, so we're not gonna stop there. Now we're gonna go in with a hair dryer and we're gonna hair dry it, give it a nice amount of volume, and then we're gonna go in with a finishing product. As you can see, the sea salt spray did its job, gave it a ton of volume. I could go out like this if I really wanted to, but we are gonna go in with a finishing product. This product isn't a sponsorship either. I've just been using them forever along with some other products, but I always go back to Hans de Foucault Gravity Paste. This stuff, just a little bit of it goes such a long way, and I just love the way it makes my hair feel, the way it holds, and I don't think you could find really a better product for my kind of hairstyle. I jump between products, but I always tend to go back to Hans de Foucault. You really don't need that much, just a fingertips amount. What a lot of people make the mistake doing is they put it in their hand and they wipe it together really quick and they go in. The problem is now you got a ton of product in one area and it's gonna translate into one area of your hair. So really take the time to mix it into your hands, make it even before you go in. As you can see, the product is well dispersed. And then we're going to go in with our fingertips. I start in the back of my head just in case there is a little bit more product on one of my fingers. I don't want it to like show in the front. So start in the back, just gonna give it a little bit of movement, get all the way down to the roots. And then I'm just gonna use my fingers kind of like combs. I'm just gonna put it exactly how I want it to look. So all about 30 seconds and your hair is done. Like I said at the beginning, a lot of you have been asking for this. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to make it, but I hope this helped you. If you have any questions about product or have any questions about how to style your hair, how to wash your hair, how to take care of it, let me know. I'd be happy to answer those questions for you and make another video. But for right now, I'm going to head out, enjoy the rest of the day, and I hope you guys do the same. But if you like this video and found value in it in any way, please consider subscribing, leave me a like and a comment. It does help my channel grow and it helps me make more of these videos for you guys. But until I see you again, let's keep growing. Talk to you soon.